Hi, Amit. Thank you so much for being with us. And it's an honor to have you with us for the E4M Golden Mics Awards. And we warmly welcome you.
Thank you.
And my first ego question to you is that, you recently, your movie released on Pune Highway. So is there something that you'd like to tell us about that? It's got raving reviews on IMDb and various other platforms. If anything that you'd like to mention about how the journey was,
I mean, you make a film, the journey is, takes everything. Making a movie, doing an event like you just did, taking an interview, everything takes everything from you. And that's why we are in this job.
Yeah.
And then of course there's a business aspect of everything.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty satisfied. I mean, to be honest, it's a strange feeling because till now I've always done studio films. Big studio films. In fact, and this time, it's the first time I've done an independent producer film, and I'm proud of the whole team. But I think we did not get too many screens. And I don't want to be a crybaby here, but it'll come on OTT very soon, hopefully, and it'll find its audience. Yeah.
Amit, my next question to you is the original play of Pune Highway had a cut following, right? So how did you approach adapting the stage intensity to the screen as an actor?
I don't think like that. First of all, I think you'll go off the radar if you start following or copying. Strangely, even Kaipoche was adapted from a Chetan Bhagat book called 3 Mistakes of My Life. I purposely didn't read it because the director and the writer have already read the book and taken out the movie. As an actor, you have to respond to the movie.
Absolutely.
But then I played Captain Gurbaksh Dhillon, who was from Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's army. And then I played Gurbaksh Dhillon. Gurbaksh Dhillon wrote a book called Into the Bones. That I had to read because I was playing a real life legend. I was playing a national hero of the freedom fight, right? But here the play is done. So I have to respond and react and work on the script.
Yeah.
So, but I believe it's a great play. So, yeah. But now it's a movie.
Lovely, Amit. Amit, my next question to you is, what drew you to the character you played in Pune Highway, and how did you prepare for the emotional intensity of that role? What was your EQI, quotient?
I think I was preparing for emotionality, and you call it like EQ, for the last 45 years. Since the day I was born, I think I've been prepped for it. Jokes apart, I think I'm a student of human feelings.
Yeah.
The duality we have.
Yeah.
How it encompasses, how it just changes. I'm a big student of understanding of the triggers of it's like there's a question which intrigues me the most. How can extreme love come with extreme hate? Right?
Yeah.
Extreme friendship comes with extreme betrayal. Like, how are we so conflicted, and how can we have such contradiction emotions as human beings?
Beautifully.
So I'm a student of it because of the life I have lived. I did not have this calmness or this happiness or this understanding when I was young. I was very disturbed, very angry, very lost. And as I started feeling better, as I started reconciling with life, I became a student of this,
Yeah.
So when I read the script, I think especially for my character, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a very tough one.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a dangerous one. Like if I take this and I ask some, like a think tank, should I do this role? They might say no. In fact, a couple of people told me don't do this role.
Doing that.
It's disruptive, it's dangerous. I said no, I'm going to do it.
Now.
I believe in the audience, and also as a chef, as an interviewer, as a creator,
Yeah.
you have to follow your spike. You have to follow your instinct. You can't like keep playing safe all your life.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I did it, and sometimes, we oversell the prep. Sometimes just being present, listening, and just landing up does it. Every film doesn't need that prep. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Very, very well said, Amit. And my next question would actually be, as someone who's seen you on screen for so many years, as a viewer myself, we love seeing you in uniform, right? So is there a possibility that we are going to see you in uniform in the upcoming months or years?
First of all, I think I have to tell you this. I'm a big fan of the Indian Army. Like, I'm a fanboy of Indian Army. Very proud of the Indian Army and Indian services. I think there's something in my DNA. That I do these roles with, I come across nice. But I want to give you an example. I did a limited series called Zid, where I play Major Deep Singh Sengar from Paratep. And when I did, and I got a lot of praise, and I was sitting, and I had to go face media interviews the next day. I was sitting at night. I was in Dubai at that time. I remember it was COVID, and the interviews were happening from there. And all of a sudden I realized, all this praise, it's not mine. And all this praise is for the Paras. Yeah. How they are, how this great man was, what he stood for. I've just embodied it. So next morning when I had someone interview me, and I said, for this one I take no praise. I'm just fortunate, and it's my honor that I can be a vessel. So that's my take when I play these roles. I feel very fortunate that I've been able to, do them well. And in my praise, I can just say that I gave them my all, and I will continue doing so because it's an honor. It's an honor to kind of to be able to, as an actor, embody them and feel a little bit of their dignity, a little bit of their valor, their principles, their values. Yeah. And they've impacted me. They've made me a better person. So I'm very blessed like that. The roles that I've done, the characters that I've played has also kind of somewhere been a mold to my personality and life.
Very, very well said. And in fact, your intensity is actually infectious. It's coming through the screens. My next question to you would be, over the years, how do you feel you've evolved as an actor and beyond? And what has changed the most in the approach to the roles, today when you compare yourself to the younger Amit, over the years? What is that one or maybe multiple things that you feel?
I mean, I wish I can say, look into your eyes and say, oh, I'm so evolved. I don't know if life happens like that. But one thing I can tell you, each day I live, I am more authentic.
Yeah.
I feel that impacts us so much. And then over the years, I realized that just being authentic is not enough. You have to be genuinely authentic. We've become such smart human beings. Our brains are wired in such a way that we are playing games. We're fooling ourselves. All of us. Most of us. So to kind of see the real picture and then work from that is the beginning of something. We maybe have begun somewhere then. And from childhood to now, I mean, back in the day I was a mess. And I'm grateful. I've met some great people. I've read some good books. But it all stems from my desire. I have this innate desire, to engage with life, to be more present when talking to someone else, to be more respectful, to see people for who they are, rather than living in this ego bubble of yours and me, myself. So I think I'm able to let go of myself. And I think that's where life begins. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Very, very well said, Amit. This takes me to my final lap. And from what I've gauged in this interaction is that you're also a very spiritual person. What is that spiritual anchor in your life? and especially as an actor, do you feel over the years it has come through to you, or is it something that was built in you from the very start?
This is a very powerful word. It's a very powerful tag. I don't understand it, and I definitely don't use it for me. I know a few things. You got to learn to crawl before you learn to walk. Aerosmith.
Yeah.
I know that everything in human life is reversible. I know that your past doesn't define you.
Yeah.
I know these things. And I know you can wake up next day and recover.
Yeah.
Get better.
Nah.
Reconcile. Seek forgiveness. I know these things. I won't take any other tag. You know what I mean? I like being away from... because that itself is judgment. That itself is putting yourself on a higher platform. Oh, I'm spiritual. I'm just a human being. I'm as corrupt and as faltering as anyone else. Maybe my awareness is heightened.
Yeah.
Maybe when I have a wrong thought or a bad thought, or maybe when I'm moody and I'm being disrespectful, or I've had a moment of lapse where I've unknowingly or out of being moody hurt someone. I think my awareness has risen to a point. I've learned how to correct myself every moment, or the nearest moment you can. That's all I know.
And
I don't think so I need to be spiritual. I'm here.
Yeah.
For me, that's enough.
Well said. Amit, we've completed 25 years at Exchange for Media.
Bravo.
And,
Congratulations.
Thank you. And is there a message that you'd like to give us?
20 years to do 20 years in any profession is not easy. I've been 20 years in the not in the movies, like acting, like TV and films, and it's not easy to continue to complete 20 years. So first of all, congratulations. I'm sure you guys must be bloody good at it, and just continue doing it. Just keep enjoying, and I hope another 20, another 40. So keep growing and keep being amazing.
Yeah. And Amit, thank you for joining us for the E4M Golden Mic Awards.
Thank you.
A little bit.
Those are very pretty awards, though. I wanted to steal. I wanted to steal one. They're really cute awards. They look cute.
The trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to run away with one.
Trophies, yeah.
I have a childhood flicking problem.
Amit, one question that I'm very tempted to ask.
Please ask me.
Looking at the versatility of you as an artist, are we going to see you in into any directorial debut or anything that you're planning? Any sneak peek that you'd like to share with us?
I can only say I'm just starting. You will see me. Everyone will see me in many, many things, and many, many movies, and many, many ways. Everything is an eventuality, especially in any form of art. That's the most beautiful thing of being an artist. You can just wake up next day and just entangle yourself with anything, whatever cause. So yeah, why not?
So Amit, you've also ventured into making documentaries and creating. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yes. So I've been motorcycling all my life. It has a very, very profound effect in life. And a few years ago, I was coaxed and literally pushed into by people who matter. They thought that we should film my adventure or my travel and my motorcycling. So we came up with this channel, which is still very new, called Motorcycling Saved My Life. It's on YouTube. And here we go to regions, high altitude. We ride, we have fun, we spend time with the nomads. I go meet the Mahila Mandal. So it's still in early stages. We have 2 seasons come out. We have another season which is being edited. We are planning Northeast, 7 sisters, the 7 states of Northeast, and then maybe end that in Calcutta with Durga Puja. So I want to complete India. Then we have plans to do North America, South America. So yeah, lots there. And then in India, I want to work on. There's so much in India. I met the Mahila Mandal in Laul. Laul, Spiti, Ladakh.
Yeah.
And I did not know that they are the protectors. These set of women are the protectors of the land.
Yeah.
They are the protectors of the forest, the flora, fauna. They're protecting the biodiversity of that region. They're protecting the medicinal herbs. and had a great time with them. And that gave me an idea to make a documentary and meet all the Mahila Mandals of the country.
Wow.
And so we're working on different IPs. There's another IP we are working on called Don't Take My Idea, otherwise I'll come home and sue you. I'm just joking. So it's called The Custodians of India. I feel, it's my belief that you, me, him, us, everybody is and should be the custodian of India. That's the beginning part. Custodian of your village, custodian of your forest, custodian of your river, custodian of your sea, custodian of this earth. So, so that has kind of moved me and my team, and all this is led by Neha, who's here. She's the mastermind behind all this. I just ride. So yeah, there are so many people in this country who are doing such good work with community, with women, with children, with the environment, with creating jobs, with protecting the land, quietly.
Yeah.
They don't get awards. They don't leave the village, but they're doing good. So because of whatever we've shot, this idea has now come. I want to go to the heartland of this country, meet these people, engage in the activity they are doing, educate myself, enlighten myself, and show that, just put it out there. Like, look, hey, this inspired me and this is what's happening. You can have your call. See what this does to you. So yeah, this has become a big aspect of our life. So I've done a lot of motorcycling. I never thought that making this, like filming this, will be so fulfilling and so enriching. Like the way it is impacting the team, us making it. And then I want to tell you a funny story. I was in Kashmir a couple of months back. I like trekking in off season. And I'm okay with the cold and stuff. So I was in a place called Nananag and I did my trek. And on the day back in Srinagar, I was having lunch at some place. And this is the first time something like this happened. It was very cute. So generally I meet fans, they're very nice, they talk about a role, they like me. I got hey, Amit Sadh. I say, yeah, hi. Oh, the bike. Whoa, YouTube. Save life. Many motorcycle. Yes. And he stood there with tears in his eyes. He said, I love your videos. I know you have done some movies. I know you're an actor. He didn't care. I had tears in my eyes. He gave me a tight hug. I said, and then I called him. I said, you know what we are doing is good. Because our channel doesn't have abuses. I am against abusing. It doesn't have nonsense. It has things that are, and somehow the algorithm doesn't like these things. And we don't make things for algorithm. We make movies, we tell stories to hit your nerve. When you're ready to get your nerve hit, you can come to us.
Wow. That was actually profound.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for asking.
all the very best for that endeavor.
Thank you. I'll drop you I'll get a link sent to you. I would love for you to see it.
Absolutely. We'd love seeing this and what reflects out is your authenticity,
Thank you.
As an actor, business and in numbers, and that takes me to my next question. What is your thought on box office numbers?
Yeah, if you ask me this question in Kaipoche, I don't care. A big studio film, big PNA, did so well. If you ask me this question in Sultan, I say I don't have to worry because Sultan is there.
Yeah.
Sultan will take care, Salman sir. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then Gold, then Breathe, Breathe 1, Breathe 2, big studios. I had to just go and work and come where it worked. To be honest, it's the first time in my career, and of course the situation in the industry is, I don't know, it's very difficult to describe, but there's a lack of harmony in the business and in what we are doing at the moment, okay? And I know it's just a phase. Like you said, you are dangerously optimistic. I'm dangerously optimistic as well. But you know what, I've also been very ignorant and sometimes maybe purposely to keep myself protected, to keep myself honest to my work or in how I pick movies. But now I've started to realize, it's hit me that if I want to go to the next level, numbers matter. Because at the end of the day, I'm an actor, but if I want to be a leading man, the numbers, I mean, they follow the number. And maybe at the end of the day, I'm yet to comprehend the artistic deliverance, which I think I'm okay at, and the business deliverance. I really don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. Maybe next time we talk about Pune Highway has come, it will definitely go on OTT, and I have a feeling it will reach a larger audience. And then I have another movie coming now, which is called Pratap, which is about an encounter specialist. And I'm hoping I'll get a proper release. And if not, then next film, next year. You know, I'll keep fighting. And I really hope I get the numbers one day. You know, I hope one day people come and watch my film.
So Amit, my next question would be that, you know, what is your thought on the traditional studios and how it's metamorphosing into these OTT platforms, and you look at how content is changing because of, you know, OTT and, you know, compared to the older times. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty numb. There's definitely, like I said, there's definitely a lack of harmony. And a lot happened. There was a lot of acquisitions happening last few years. Like everybody was buying everyone. And then you know how studio heads change. The new studio heads come for the next 6 months, 3 months. I feel they don't want to sanction films. They want to study the wind. You know, they want to study what's the next. Shall we make young adults? Shall we make slapstick? Shall we make comedy? Shall we make content for women? And it's conflicting. Well, India is changing very fast as well. You know, and then but then there's some amazing movies being made in Malayalam cinema, one after the other. So to be honest, I'm just clueless. But I feel this is a phase. I hope this is a phase. I mean, there is a sense of cluelessness right now, and I hope we can kind of bring a system back. What I feel, from my humble point of view, is we can be more unified. We can employ and give chances in a more, like I'm nobody to kind of question who gets hired or not, but I just feel that we should have a stronger system, you know, and more unity, I guess. And the focus should be more on the writing. I think in India, I think the writing is still very undervalued. You know, I think back in the day, I believe that there used to be funds allocated. There used to be development funds for the movies. So I think if we go back to basically enhance and create an environment of creativity, then kind of making movies a cash crop. I do understand it is a business, but this business stems from originality. This business stems from the human fragility. You know, so we need unique people from different parts of the country. So we need, especially the ones who are leading, you know, the strong pillars. We need them to take more risks, tell better stories. So I just think it's a cohesive thing. We need to kind of just ask ourselves, why are we here? Why are we in this business of making movies? I think that will start a dialogue, I guess.
Very, very well said, Amit. And with that, thank you so much for this conversation and this interview with us.